not going to need any equipment for this. I'm going to keep it beginner friendly. We're going to pump, strengthen, tone the whole body, all the major muscle groups. We get a little bit of stretching in at the end as well. And I am going to be cueing the breathing for some exercises, but I don't want you to get overwhelmed with all of that if you're new to Pilates. However, the breathing, not just for Pilates, but loads of sport and exercise, is really, really, really important. So if you can get your head halfway around some of the breathing pattern as well, brilliant. If not, then just follow and join in. All right, so we're going to start lying down, guys. All right, so I'm going to push both feet forwards and I'm going to stretch the arms over the head. So I'm going into a nice big stretched out position here. And I've got my feet flexed. That means my toes are going up to the ceiling. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push through the heel of my right foot. As I do that, I get a nice big stretch down the side of my hip here, up into the side of the body. And then I'm going to swap and I'm going to push through the heel of the left foot. And then I'm going to swap one more time to the right. And then to the left. And again right. And again left. Okay, 2 more times. Right. And again left. Okay, so let's relax the lower back and we'll like gently open out the hips. So just bring one leg into the chest. We'll take 4 deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Okay, so let's swap legs over. Bring the left leg in, same thing, 4 more breaths. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. And one more. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, let's put both feet on the floor. Take the hands onto the hips here, guys. What we're going to do is just get a little bit of movement in the lower back. So tilt the pelvis as far as you can back in one direction. And then we're going to curve and tilt it underneath in the other direction. And make sure that all of this mobilizing, gently waking up the lower back, the lumbar pelvic region, make sure all of this is totally pain-free, guys. In fact, the whole of the workout should be pain-free. It can get very intense. You might feel that some of the muscles are really pumped, really burning, but it's not the same as an acute pain. That is absolutely not okay. All right, let's do 2 more of these, guys. So just tilting the pelvis back and then curving it under. And one last time, tilting the pelvis back and then curving it under. Okay, so from here, we're going to hug both legs into the chest. So let's just bring them in. We're going to roll the shoulders open. And you want the feeling of lengthening out through the spine. And then I'm going to roll around onto my right shoulder. So I've still got the legs pretty high here. I'm going to push down with my hand on my knees. And I'm going to stretch the left arm up to the ceiling. Okay, let's take an inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to open that left arm all the way to the floor. Follow it with the head. And then we're going to bring it back. We'll do that 3 more times. So opening, stretching, gently opening the left arm to the floor. Inhaling back. 2 more. Open. And back. And 1 more. Open. And back. Okay, so we'll repeat that on the left. So just roll around onto the left shoulder. Stretch up the right hand and we're going to open and then back. And again, open and then back. Let's do 2 more, and open, and back. And last one, open, and then back. Okay, good. So from here, let's come all the way up to sitting. And we're going to start in a long, straight, flat back. Let's take the feet hip distance apart. We're just going to have the hands underneath the knees here. And we're going to curve the pelvis under again. So this is rocking back to a C curve. And then coming forwards to a long, flat back. Rocking back to a C curve. Forwards, come flat. Rocking back. And forwards. Rocking back. And forwards. Let's do 4 more. Rocking back and forwards. Rocking back and forwards. 2 more. Rocking back and forwards. And last one. Rocking back and forwards. Okay, so we're going to put the soles of the feet together here. Let the knees fall open. And we're going to drop the head and roll down gently through the spine. So vertebra for vertebra, gently roll back down. And when you're there, let's take 4 deep breaths. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Okay, slowly rolling all the way back up, guys, leaving the head to the end. All right, so let's come around onto all fours. We're going to do some cat stretches. Yep, so that's going to start with wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. We're going to start in a long flat back and we're going to finish in a long flat back. So you can take your focus somewhere around the end of your mat. Okay, so from here, we're then going to drop the head and curl the pelvis under. Hold it up for a second, guys, and then find that long flat back position looking towards the end of the mat. And again, dropping the head, curving the pelvis under, holding it here for a second, and then finding that long flat back shape again. Let's do 2 more. So dropping the head, curving the pelvis under, and then coming through to a long flat back. And last one, dropping the head and curving the pelvis under, and then coming through to a long flat back. Okay, let's put the toes together behind, take the knees a little bit wider, and just see if you can sit the heels of your feet all the way back. Head on the floor, and let's take 2 deep breaths. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. All right, picking up the belly, let's roll up through the spine. And we're going to leave the head to the end. Okay, so we mobilize nicely. Let's start just a little bit. We're going to go into the legs, guys. So lying down on the side. Okay, we're going to keep the hand on the mat. We're going to lift the top leg, foot flex, knee forwards. Let's push the leg out and then bring it all the way back. So there's quite a lot of power in the muscles here as you do this. Keep them switched on and back and push and back and push. Let's do 5 more. And push and back and push and back and push and back and push and back. Let's do 1 more, and we're going to keep the leg out there. 10 circles. Keep it small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10 the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, bring that leg in and we'll do that on the other side. If you can, guys, when you're pushing the leg out to the side, you want to feel you're doing it with a little bit of resistance. So imagine you're actually doing this underwater. That will help keep all the muscles switched on and make the exercise a bit more effective. So let's lift the top leg, foot flex, knee forwards. And we're going to push and then back. And exhale, push, inhale back. Exhale, push, inhale back. Exhale, push, inhale back. Exhale, push, inhale back. 5 more. Exhale, push, inhale back. Exhale, push, inhale back. Exhale, push, inhale back. 2 more. Exhale, push, inhale back. Last one. Exhale, push and stop, and then circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, bring that leg all the way in. We're going to go onto the back, guys, and one exercise that I often do in these streams even. Let's do slow hip rolls, yeah? So take the feet hip distance apart. We're going to reach the arms up to the ceiling. Then we're ready to go. Okay, let's do 4 of these. We're going to curve the pelvis under and roll vertebra for vertebra up. Take the arms gently over the head. Roll back down again through the spine. And then bring the arms back up to the ceiling. And again, curving the pelvis under and rolling up. Taking the arms over the head. Roll back down through the spine. Bring the arms back to the ceiling. And again, curve the pelvis under, rolling up. Take the arms over the head. Roll back down through the spine. Bring the arms back up to the ceiling. Okay, last one. Curve the pelvis under, rolling up. Take the arms over the head. Roll back down through the spine. Bring the arms back up to the ceiling. So we're going to link the fingers together. Let's put them behind the head. We're going to lift the head up. Let's do 8 of these. This is just to wake up the upper abdominal wall. When you lift the head up, try to look straight down at the belly where your shirt meets your trousers. Yep. Okay, off we go. And we're going to lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, then we're going to extend one leg out on the diagonal. We're going to do the same thing. We'll do 4 on each leg. So off we go. Let's lift. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, swap legs over, stretch the other leg out. 4 more and lift. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, nice guys. Pop the feet down. Let's take the hands onto the side of the rib cage here. We're going to take 2 deep breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. All right, from here we're going to slide the hands down onto the hips. Let's stretch the right foot forwards, foot flexed. We're going to lift the right leg up 8 times on the right, 8 on the left, and let's lift on an exhale. So I'll cue the breathing on this exercise. We'll take an inhale to prepare and exhale, lift. Inhale back. 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 Last one, lift. Inhale back. Okay, so let's swap legs over. Stretch the left leg. Keep the foot flexed. Keep the quad switched on. We'll take an inhale and exhale, lift. Inhale back. 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 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Last one. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Okay, let's put both feet on the floor. We're going to come gently up to sitting, and let's do a little bit to pump and wake up muscles around the upper back and the neck and the shoulders. Okay, so let's start with shoulder circles. You want to get them as big as you can here, guys. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 2 more. 7 and 8. Okay, then we're going to go back the other way and circling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so we're going to take the arms out to the side next. Make a fist with the hands, and we're going to do 10 small circles each way. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to hold it there for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's bring the arms forward. Same thing here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll stay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, gently take the hands back down again. We're just going to turn the chin over the shoulder, into the middle, and the other way, into the middle, and again, into the middle, and the other way, into the middle. All right, let's mobilize further down the spine. So we'll link the fingers together, roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to do some spine twists. So let's rotate round, turn the head over the shoulder, coming back to the hands, and then into the middle. Other way, rotating round, head over shoulder, back to the hands, into the middle. 2 more, rotating round, head over shoulder, back to the hands, into the middle. Last one, rotating round, head over shoulder, back to the hands, into the middle. So let's push the hands all the way forwards here. Let the shoulders come up to the ears. Don't keep them down. We're going to take an inhale, and on the exhale, just a little stretch over to the side, and then inhaling back. Other way, exhaling over, and inhaling back. Okay, let's go back out onto all fours. And we're going to do the opposite arm and leg exercise. I'll just quickly show you what I mean. So we're going to stretch the opposite arm and leg off the floor. Then we're going to swap onto the other side. Let's do 8 of these. Long flat back the whole time. Okay, we're going to reach and back and swap. Reach and back and reach and back and reach and back and reach and back and reach and back. Let's do 2 more and reach and back. And on this last one, we're going to stop. Let's hold it here for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, on the other side, reach the arms forwards and back and stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, nice guys. Let's pop round to sitting again. We're going to take the feet hip distance apart. We're going to curve over this time, so a full C curve in the spine. We want to keep this. We're doing half roll backs. Let's do 8. We'll take an inhale, and then exhaling, rocking back. Inhaling, coming forwards. Exhale to rock back. Inhaling, coming forwards. Exhaling, rocking 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 back. Inhaling, coming forwards. 2 more. Exhaling, rocking back. Inhaling, coming forwards. Last one. Exhaling, rocking back. Inhaling, coming forwards. Let's see if we can roll down in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms over the head. We're back into that same first position, that big stretch out. Let's hold this here for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to roll back onto the side. So keep a nice long shape through the body, guys. Okay, we're going to do a little bit for stability. So let's do the first 2 sections of what is called side leg lift series. And we're going to do it with the arm along the leg, which will make it feel a bit wobbly. So we're going to lift and then flex. So point and lift the leg, flex and put it down. Lift and back, and lift and back. Let's do 4 more, and lift and back, and lift and back. 2 more, and lift and back. 1 more, and lift and back. Okay, some more circles, guys. This time it's going to feel a bit wobbly. 8 each way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guys, pop that leg down. We'll do those 2 on the other side. And on this second side, I'm going to cue the breathing. Okay, just for the first section. So let's take the arm along the leg, off we go, and we're going to inhale, point, exhale, flex. 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 2 more. Inhale, point, exhale, flex. Inhale, point, exhale, flex. Okay, 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're going to pop that leg down. We're going straight onto the back. And next area to pump is going to be hamstrings. Back of the leg here. So let's do 10 shoulder bridges. The 10th one we'll hold for 10 seconds. And we're going to do 3 sets of this. So it is going to feel very, very intense. It might cramp a little bit. If it does, just come back down and relax. And on me, it feels like a very intense, almost burning feel in the muscle here. This is not the same as a bad acute pain when working out. This is something different, guys. Okay, so 3 sets of 10 shoulder bridges, holding for 10 seconds. So off we go. Let's lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to stay up on 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down we come, and second set, we're going to lift. 1. Okay, so now I can feel it, by the way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and stay up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm really feeling it. Last set's going to be hard, but off we go and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stay up on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down we come. Okay, so we've really pumped the back there. Let's just give them a quick little stretch. We're going to bring one leg into the chest, link the fingers behind and flex the foot. And you're going to push the heel as much as you can up to the ceiling and then bend it back down. And again, push and back. Let's do 2 more. Push and back. And last one, push and back. Okay, let's do that on the other side. Flex the foot and we're going to push and back. Push and back. Okay, 2 more. Push and back. Last one, and push and back. All right, nice guys. So the next exercise is the 100. This is a full-on proper Pilates exercise. I'm going to be cueing the breathing. I'm going to be doing all the regular Pilates stuff for this one. If you feel a bit overwhelmed by it, just have a look. If you want to give it a go, then brilliant. Just make sure it's not hurting your lower back when you do it. Okay, so a full-on Pilates style 100. We're going to take an inhale and then exhaling into imprint. That's rib to hip, pelvic floor, belly to spine. We're going to inhale, lift one leg up. Exhale the other knees together. Let's take an inhale. On the exhale, lift the head up, stretch the arms forward. You can keep the tabletop or stretch the legs straight. And then we're going to inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale. And 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 inhale 2, 4, 5, halfway. And inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale. And inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale. 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale. 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale 2, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to come all the way in. Let's pop the feet down, pelvis into neutral, hands on the ribs. We'll take 2 deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, so well done guys. Let's push both feet forwards. We're going to do full roll-ups next. So I've got my legs very strong here. I've really switched on the front of my legs. My feet are flexed. Let's take the arms up to the ceiling. Then we're going to take them gently back and over the head. This is where we're going to start. This is where we're going to finish. So let's bring the arms up to the ceiling first. Then we're going to lift the head and curve and stretch forwards towards the toes. Start to roll back and then gently back down. Arms to the ceiling and then lift the head, reaching forwards. Start to move back and then roll gently down. Arms to the ceiling, lift the head, curve and reach forwards. Start to move back, roll gently down. Let's do 2 more. Arms to the ceiling, lift the head, reaching forwards. Start to move back, gently back down. Last one guys, arms to the ceiling, lift the head, reaching forwards. Start to move back and then gently all the way back down. Okay, lovely. Let's go on to the stomach. We're going to do a little bit more for the back next. We're going to do what I call the 5 seconds exercise in 4 positions. We're going to be lifting the head and the arms up and down. The legs are going to stay on the floor, but we will lift the head and the arms up and down. But the head's not going to lift high yet. You want to feel that you're lifting it up just a few meters away from the mat. And we're going to take the legs wider than the hips this time. So they're wider than my hips, they're rotated. And I'm going to start with my nose gently on the mat and my hands behind me on the floor. It's an easy one to follow, guys. It's not so easy to do, but let's go. We're going to take an inhale and exhale. We're lifting the head and the hands, and then inhale back down. 4 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Last one. We're going to lift and stop for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the next one is shoulder height. We're making a T shape here with the arms. Same thing. We're going to take an inhale and exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Last one. Lift and stop for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we've got 2 more positions, and the next 2 positions are definitely harder than the first 2. So we're going to make a V shape forwards with the arms, and if you can, you're going to keep your shoulders up to your ears. Yeah, up to ears. Off we go. Let's take an inhale and exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Last one. Lift and stop for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we've got one last position, guys. This is definitely the hardest, but give it a go. Reach the arms forwards again, shoulders up to ears. We'll take an inhale and exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Last one. Lift and stop for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's quite intense. All those back exercises. I can feel it all the way down the back, in a good way, of course. So let's push up into a cat stretch. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Drop the head down, and we're going to hold it here for 4 deep breaths. So let's inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Last one. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, sliding on through again. We're going to take toes together, knees a little bit wider. Let's sit back onto the heels of the feet. And this time, guys, we're going to walk the hands off the mat, round to the right first. Let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, back into the middle. Round to the other side, staying here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, back onto the mat again. I'm going to roll up through the spine gently. Breath, 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 breath. Leaving the head till the end. Okay, good. Lots of brilliant back stuff there, guys. It is really important to pump the back as much as the front. Anyway, let's lie down on the side. We're going to do clamshells next. Okay, so we're going to work into the outside of the hip. Let's do this. Let's do 10 clamshells. And then we're going to take it into another leg exercise called side kick lying. It's another fairly easy one to follow. So let's take the hand on the hip, 10 clamshells first. We're going to lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's put the hand on the mat. We're going to extend out the lower leg, push the bottom leg down, lift the top leg up to hip height. We're lying in an open V shape, and we're going to bring the leg forwards, flex the foot, point the foot, take the leg behind, forwards and flex, point and back, forwards and flex, point and back, forwards and flex, point and back. 4 more. Forwards and flex, point and back, forwards and flex, point and back. 2 more. Forwards and flex, point and back. Last one. Forwards and flex, point and back. Okay, let's pop that leg down. So we'll combine those 2 exercises on the other side. So the 10 clamshells, that kind of pumps and mobilizes the hip. And then when we get to side kick lying, the idea is that you want to keep the leg at hip height, And as you're moving it forwards and back, you don't really want to let it dip and scoop. You want to keep a nice constant height with that leg if you can. That also works into the outside of the hip. So 10 clamshells and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to put the hand on the mat, extend out the lower leg. So you're lying in an open V shape. Push the bottom leg gently down, lift the top leg up, and then we're going to go forwards and flex, point and back, 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 forwards and flex, point and back. 2 more, forwards and flex, point and back. Last one, forwards and flex, point and back. Okay, nice. Pop that leg down, and we're going to come back up onto all fours. So we're going to do a push back to bent legs. I'll quickly show you. It's essentially a bent-legged downward dog where you can keep the spine nice and long and straight, but the legs stay bent so it's not overwhelming or a big stretch on the hamstrings if they're tight. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to do 8 of those in a row, and we'll try to exhale, push back, inhale, knees down, exhale, push back, inhale, knees down. So let's do 8 of those. It's quite a good one. Getting the heart rate up and mobilizing the shoulder joints. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and the toes are tucked under. So off we go. Let's take an inhale and exhale, push back. Inhale, knees down. 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 4 more. Exhale, push back. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, push back. Inhale, knees down. 2 more. Exhale, push back. Inhale, knees down. Last one. Exhale, push back. Inhale, knees down and relax. Take the weight off the hands, guys. Give them a quick shake and relax. Towards the end of the class, what we will do is we will do a push back to straight legs, or what is often called, and you probably know, as a downward dog. We will do that at the end when we're a little bit warmed up, and then it's a really good stretch for the hamstrings and for the calf muscles too. And if you've got the mobility and the flexibility in the upper spine, upper bit of the spine and the shoulder joint, then you can really work into that as well. We'll get there at the end, guys. Let's lie down on the back again. And we do a little bit more for the stomach. Let's do 40 single leg stretches. We're going to do 20 with the arms reaching forwards, and then 20 with the arms reaching up and back. Yeah, 40 single leg stretches. For those of you that know you're going to keep an imprint, so keep a strong core the whole time, keep the abs switched on. If you're not really sure what that means, then there is a tutorial on this channel, What the Hell is Imprint? You can check out there, but in very simple terms, it's just the feeling of locking in and pulling your belly into your lower back to help keep that nice and strong and keep everything okay in the lumbar spine. So let's do 40 single leg stretches. We're going to take an inhale, and on the exhale we're going to get into imprint. So that's rib to hip, pelvic floor, and pull the belly through to the lower back. We're going to lift one leg up and the other leg up. Lift the head up and reach the arms forwards. We're going to inhale to prepare and then exhale. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 more. So arms up, shoulders to ears. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Lovely. Come all the way back in. Head, shoulders, arms back down. Pop the feet onto the floor. Pelvis into neutral, hands on the ribs. Let's take some deep breaths again. We'll take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling And exhaling. All right, let's stay with another ab exercise. We're going to do the obliques next. So that's with the same leg movement, but with the hands in front of the forehead. We'll slow it down a little bit, but we will just do 20. I find this definitely the hardest of all the abdominals. Yeah, it's working your six pack, your rectus abdominis down the front. It's working the obliques, which are those kind of diagonal ones down the side of the body here. And if you're doing it with a good strong forced exhale, you'll be pumping the transverses, the deep core and stuff around there. So let's give it a go. 20, not too quick. We'll take an inhale and exhaling into imprint. That's rib to hip, pelvic floor, belly to spine. And inhale to lift one leg up. Exhale the other knees together. We're going to take an inhale on the exhale, lift the head up, and then it's hands in front of the forehead. Keep the elbows wide. We're going to inhale to prepare and exhale, rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very well done, guys. Pop the head and the shoulders back down, feet on the floor, pelvis into neutral, hands back on the ribs. 2 more deep breaths. We'll take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, so we're going to go back into a hip pump. Let's lie on the side, yeah? We're going to keep the hand on the floor. We're going to have the knees up and the feet forwards. So I've pretty much got 90 degree at my hip, 90 degree at the knee. If I were lying on my back, I'd be in tabletop, and all I've done is just roll around onto my side. We're going to do this. We do what I call 20 quick and 10 slow. And by the end, again, we should get that intense, pumped, burny feel on the outside of the hip here. So let's go. We're going to lift the top leg. This is where we're going to start. We're going to try to keep the leg working from here and above the whole time. So let's do 20 quick first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So keep the leg up there, 10 slow. We'll take an inhale and exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, 5 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Last one. Exhale, lift. Inhaling back. All right, pop that leg down and relax. And yes, I can feel it here around the outside of the hip. And I started to feel it somewhere between the end of that first set of 20 and into the first few of the slow ones. That's when I really started to feel it. Okay, so on the other side, and on the other side, of course, you might feel it a little bit earlier because we have been working the first side a tiny bit already when we were lying on the other side, yeah. So you might feel it a bit earlier. Let's lift the top leg, foot flex, knee forwards, and 20 quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So let's take an inhale and exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, good. 5 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale back, last one. Exhale, lift 4. Inhale back. Yep, I can feel that. Give it a little bit of a massage there, a little bit of a rub. Okay, lovely guys, and relax. Good. Okay, so we're going to go around now in just holding some planks, and I think we'll do what we did in, I think it was last week's stream. This seemed to work quite well. We're going to go out into a hand plank, and we're going to hold it for 4 deep breaths. We're going to relax. We're going to go out into an elbow plank, another 4 deep breaths, hand plank, 4 deep breaths, elbow plank, 4 deep breaths. So 4 separate planks, 4 deep breaths is normally somewhere between or somewhere around 25 seconds, I think. It does all depend on how slow or how quick you're breathing, but it's around about roughly 25 seconds, give or take. So let's do 4 of these, guys. And we're going to start off on the hands. We'll get into it nice and slowly. I'll talk you through that. So spread the fingers out nice and wide, shoulders over wrists. We're going to take one leg behind, lock out that leg, squeeze the second leg in. And we're going to take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, relax the legs down. Give the hands a shake. Some people holding a hand plank is really uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable on the wrists. And there's a couple of solutions. One of them is to get some push-up handles that will change the position of your wrist so it reduces that angle there and you can take it straight. Of course, the other solution is just to do all of them on the elbows. That's totally fine as well. So elbow plank next. For this, I like to link the fingers together, but you don't have to. Okay, shoulders are going to be stacked over the elbows. We'll take one leg behind, squeeze the second leg in, and 4 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling, and relax back down again. Okay, give the hands a little bit of a shake. Okay, we've got 2 more, guys. So if there was one that you preferred doing there, just stick to that. It is also an option to do some or all of it on the knees. Okay, I'm going to go back out into a hand plank again. So spreading the fingers wide, shoulders over wrists, taking one leg behind, squeezing the second leg in, 4 breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, popping the knees down. Again, I'm going to give my hands a little bit of a shake there. All right, then we've got one last plank left. Okay, so I'm going to scooch back out onto my elbows, shoulders over the elbows, taking one leg behind, squeezing the second leg in, holding it here, 4 breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, relaxing the legs all the way back down. And again, just giving the hands a little bit of a shake here, relaxing the arms. Okay, when you're new to planks, of course, it is absolutely overwhelmingly hard for the arms, for the hands, for the arms, for the shoulders. The more you get used to doing a plank, and the stronger the upper body gets as well, to be fair, but the more you get to doing it, then you can really feel how much the legs, the quads, the glutes, of course, the core and the back will help you stay in a longer plank. All right, guys, so we're nice and super duper warmed up. Let's do some stretching, and as promised, we will do a push back to straight legs, downward dog. Okay, so let's start with that. We're going to take wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's tuck the toes under. Okay, we're going to take an inhale to lift the knees, and this time we're going to push back to straight legs, or just as straight as you can get them. So that's tailbone up, head down, and relax the neck. So here already I can get a stretch, quite a big stretch in my shoulder joints, down the back of my thigh and my hamstrings, and also into the calves. So let's increase that calf stretch. I'm going to bend my right knee and push my left heel into the floor, and then swap, bend the left and push the right, bend the right and push the left, bend the left and push the right, bend the right and push the left, and again bend the left and push the right. Okay, let's put both knees down, and then we're going to go into a big hip flexor stretch. This is a really important stretch to do, but it's very risky if you do it when you're not super warmed up. Yeah, so let's do it now. I'm going to take my right foot out in front, hand on the thigh, and then rocking forward. So we're going to stay here, guys. And in fact, all these stretches that we're doing now towards the end of this workout, they're all what I call big ones. Yeah, they're big shapes. We're holding big shapes. We're holding them for a little bit longer. And I really don't advise you do this unless you've done a really good full workout, at least 30 minutes, but a little bit longer is best. Yeah. So let's hold it here for another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll do that on the other side. So when I set this stretch up, guys, what I do is I take my foot quite far forwards in front of the line of the knee. Then that means as I lunge forwards here, I've got my knee stacked over my ankle joint, and it's not too far forwards over the toes. So that means the angle of the knee is nice and comfortable. Yeah, that's why I do it. Of course, I'm mainly feeling the stretch down the front of my hip here. Yeah, and if you do spend a lot of time sitting, that will just tighten up throughout the day. Okay, so let's hold it here for another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then push on back. Okay, so the next stretch that really everybody hates to do, including myself, is a straddle stretch. But this is great at stretching out the inner thigh. If the inner thigh gets tight, that can feel like you've got some sort of problem or issue with your sacrum or even lower back. Yeah, it's quite often can be remedied just by making sure that you stretch out the inner thigh. Yeah, if the inner thigh gets tight, you will feel it around the sacrum and into the lower back a little bit. So let's keep the legs really, really straight. Don't worry if they're not whacked out to the side, yeah? You might find that that is as much as you can take it, but you're still getting a stretch here, then that is good. So if you want, you can take the hands behind. If this position for you feels okay, manageable, then you can reach the arms forwards and you can just walk them forwards, and you can just see how far you get. Okay, so let's stay here for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're just going to walk the hands all the way back, and we'll give the legs a little bit of a shake as you bring them back together. So let's do this next. We're going to take hands behind, heels to hips, and we're going to drop the knees over to one side. We'll hold this first for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll come back into the middle, and then we'll go over the other way, holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's go into the hamstrings again. We're going to lie down on the back. All right, we're going to bring the right leg into the chest, but this time we're going to hold behind. So link the fingers behind and flex the foot. And let's push the heel up until you're at maximum tension. If you want, you can relax it a little bit, or you can keep it there. And then we're going to point the foot and flex. Let's do 8. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. point, and flex, point, and flex. 2 more, point, and flex. 1 more, point, and flex. Okay, let's relax that leg down. We're going to do it on the other side. So link the fingers together behind the leg, flex the foot. Off we go. We're going to push up to maximum. If you want, you can relax it a bit or keep it there. And we're going to point and flex, 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 point and flex. Okay, next we're going to stretch the hips. So let's put that left foot on the floor, and then we're going to take right leg over the left leg. This is sometimes called figure 4, this one. I'm going to bring the legs into the chest and take my right hand through, just underneath the knee, the left hand around the outside. If you can't reach the hands here, guys, just take them onto the hamstring, no problem. We're going to hold it here for 4 breaths. We'll take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, let's unwrap the legs. We'll do that on the left. So left leg over the right leg, both legs into the chest. If you can, take the hands just underneath the knee. If they don't reach, then onto the hamstring. And we'll take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, unwrapping the legs. We're going to come up to sitting, and we're just going to finish off this stream with one last slow roll down through the spine. So let's put the soles of the feet together. We're going to take an inhale on the exhale. We're going to drop the chin. We're going to roll down through the neck, upper back, middle back, all the way down. And we'll take 4 more deep breaths here. Let's take an inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, picking up the belly, we're going to roll up gently through the spine, vertebra for vertebra, leaving the head till the end. All right, guys, thanks loads for joining this stream. And don't forget, there's going to be one next week. And let me know if you've got any requests. And yeah, thanks for joining. Bye.